Okay, just imagine a world where you didn't have to use bar chords. What a wonderful world it would be. Doc Watson, amongst other sensational guitar players, calls this thing the cheetah. Typically in the Western world simply called a capo. There are all sorts of capos available out there. I use a shub, reasonably priced, indestructible, and doesn't throw your guitar out of tune. The capo acts like your bar, just like your bar. Imagine if instead of playing the F chord, which we learned in the last lesson, we put this thing across just behind that first fret, lock it on. Now we've got our bar. Now underneath we simply play an E chord shape. Did anyone recognise that the F chord actually is just an E chord with a bar? It's the same thing. So now, look at that. If I take this off and do it with a bar, same deal. The thing about the capo, it has, I guess, a couple of uses. If you learn a song with particular chords, and you want to sing with it, or you're accompanying another singer, but the key that it's in doesn't really suit, then you simply move the capo up however many frets that you want until the singer finds, whether it's you or someone else finds, a comfortable point at which they can sing with the chords that you're playing. So it really takes the place of a bar, or takes the place of the nut. So you can put your capo wherever, play your chords underneath, like your E chord, your A chord, your D chord, your C, your G, your B7, even your F again. The ones that we've learned, they now aren't called those chords, but I'm not going to worry about that, because remember I talked about the visual and the oral. The visual part, when we talk about an E chord down here, it's only an E chord, firstly if we're tuned in standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E, and secondly if we are doing it down near the nut. It's only an E chord there. I'll get into the technicalities of that in later lessons, but when you put the capo on, you're changing the name of the chord, although the shape remains the same. The point being that you're shifting the key. So that's the capo. You need one of these, particularly if you're going to sing or you're going to accompany singers. It'll make your life a lot easier. The capo.